Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Finn connections. Jack discovers Luna is his family. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers tease that during the week of January 22nd, Lee Finnegan and her son John Finn Finnegan argue about her preoccupation with Poppy Nozawa and Luna Nozawa. Lee is shocked with her family Penelope Poppy and has no use for her bastard. Finn can't understand what the hatterade is about since both ladies feel lovely and kind. Lee's enmity could lead Finn to take the matter up with his pater. Jack Finnegan. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Why is Lee Finnegan so ornery? For her part, Lee is angry with Poppy because she had an affair with Lee's master and sees her as nothing further than a hippie juvenile gold digger. But why is Lee so angry with Luna? Lee thinks she's just like Poppy, but there's nothing to indicate that Luna is anything other than sweet and talented. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Finn connections. Jack discovers Luna is his family. Luna is a Forrester Creations intern and has a relationship with RJ Forrester. Luna told RJ and Finn that Lee tried to force her to leave LA, which dumbfounded Finn. In a show of support, Finn and his woman, Steffi Forrester Finnegan, had RJ and Luna over for regale, commodity that incensed Lee. B&B spoilers. Who's Poppy Nozawa? During the week of January 22nd, Lee goes out formally again about Luna being with RJ, but Finn isn't buying it. Eventually Finn and Lee argue about the couple and Lee questions Luna's true intentions. Finn can't understand why his typically logical mama is acting like Luna and Poppy are contagious conditions that need to be cancelled. Pushed to his limit, he may reach out to his father for answers. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Monday, January 22nd, Bill and Luna's collision. Lee and Finn argue about Luna. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Jack Finnegan returns. Jack would know the verity about whatever happened to turn Lee against Poppy. Like perhaps Poppy slept with Jack and Luna is their son? Just saying. Jack being Luna's father would be a whopper and big enough to turn Lee against her family. Right now this script is pure enterprise, but commodity obvious has to have happened between the sisters in the history. Tell us B&B suckers, do you suppose that Jack could have sired an alternate child outside of his marriage? Lee puts Poppy on notice and RJ puts an astounding idea in Luna's head regarding Bill. Thursday, January 25th, 2024 moment on The Bold and the Beautiful. Poppy snaps back at Lee. Liam thinks fate brought Bill and Poppy back together, and RJ makes an astounding suggestion. As they pack effects up at the sand house, Liam asks Bill when he gets to meet Poppy, she might be his unborn stepmom. Bill tells him to decelerate down, they are not rushing to the balcony, but he does want them to meet. Liam teases Bill about his smile. Bill can't stay to get near to Poppy and learn everything about each other's families. Talk turns to Poppy's son and Bill says it seems that Luna is a veritably emotional youthful woman. In the main office at Forrester, Luna complains to RJ about Lee bullying her family members. Her mama doesn't have to justify her courting Bill Spencer to her family. Luna sensations at them chancing each other again all these times latterly. RJ muses, what's it been? It's like 20 times? Luna confirms it was before she was born. In the design office, Poppy doesn't suppose she should be shamed of wanting mortal connection. Lee accuses her of a moral jest and sleeping with men she no way see again. This isn't how we were raised, Penelope. Poppy argues that some of them she does see again, like Bill Spencer for illustration. Lee scoffs that he has the one quality she loves most, plutocrat. She warns, nothing will come out of this, Penelope. You hear me? Nothing. She feels its ancient history, but Poppy smiles, he's into me, Lee. Lee complains, he's Kelly's forefather. He's off limits. Either, he's way out of your league. She tells Poppy not to get her expedients up. Nothing good could ever come out of this relationship with Bill Spencer. Lee Poppy B&B. Poppy tells Lee, I wish she'd be a little lower judgmental. Lee wishes she'd give her a little lower to be judgmental about. She tells her being her family has been exhausting. Poppy counters that growing up in her shadow wasn't exactly a diurnal exhilaration. She's been critical of her since she was a little sprat and always getting angry with her over silly effects. Lee insists it wasn't about wrathfulness, it was about wanting the stylish for her. She complains Poppy has no pretensions and her family argues the point. Lee sniffs, gold digging doesn't count. She won't allow Poppy to sleep her way into Kelly's forefather's life. At the sand house, Liam thinks it's so cool how Bill and Poppy reconnected after all this time. Bill thinks it's arbitrary, what are the chances they'd be in the same eatery at the same time? Liam teases that it's like a rom-com, this isn't an accident that this woman and you have reconnected now, he opines. Bill Liam chapeau BNB. In the main office at Forrester, RJ asks Luna about Bill fading Poppy in the eatery. Luna shares that at first, Poppy didn't know what he was talking about. RJ muses that it all suddenly came back to her. Luna admits she didn't want to talk about it. RJ finds it curious that they flash back each other after so numerous times, given they were presumably inebriated. Perhaps there's further to the story. Perhaps commodity happened between the two of them all those times agone. Luna question RJ BNB. In the design office, Poppy tells Lee, hypercritically, to butt out. Lee smothers, this is my life you re-intruding with. Poppy argues that it's her life, but Lee doesn't see it that way when it affects her son's family. Did she get jealous that Luna was dating a Forrester by chancing an indeed richer man for herself? That girl turned out just like you, didn't she? She won't allow Poppy to worm her way into Finn and Steffi's life any longer. I jolt to suppose of the damage you'd beget if, God prohibit, Bill started bringing you around. Poppy needles that they could be step-grandmothers together, although she need a further immature moniker. Lee informs her that she's not going near Kelly or Hayes. Her history with Bill is over, cut your ties. There's absolutely no reason why you should see or speak to him again. At the sand house, Bill is so glad Poppy's come back into his world. Liam tells him he deserves this happiness. Bill muses that Poppy seems to have a good life and a awful son. I do and suppose they always had it easy however. It makes one driven to succeed. Poppy's son is smart and tenacious. Liam asks about her pater. Bill says he was no way in the picture, Luna does and indeed know who her father is. Bill BNB. In the design office, RJ prodigies if commodity further happened between Bill and Poppy than just dancing that night. Luna asks, you suppose my mama and Bill Spencer hooked up together? RJ nods. Luna looks uncomfortable. In the sand house, now alone, Bill looks through Poppy's social media and pauses at a print of Luna. He sighs and calls Poppy, who's at a cafe. She answers, and he tells her he was just allowing of her and talking about her to his son Liam. He wants to see her again and hopes she feels the same way. She hesitates, and he asks if commodity's wrong. Poppy sighs that her family is so judgmental, she called her a gold digger. Bill chuckles, I am the one pursuing you, it's not the other way around. He feels like there are forces at work that brought them back into each other's lives. Poppy agrees that effects be for a reason. Bill hopes she wouldn't let her family's rudeness concession that. He wants to get to know her and her son more, and for her to meet his sons. We've been brought back together for a reason. Poppy thinks that's right. After they dissociate, she looks at Bill's social media profile and thinks. In the design office, Luna doesn't want to suppose about her mama and Bill hooking up at a musicale. She asks why RJ brought it up. RJ shrugs, because, you've told me you don't know who your father is. Luna doesn't need a father. RJ knows that, but all that time, it could have been the three of them. Luna no way felt she was missing out, but she felt bad for her mama, whose life would be different if her father had been around and contributing. Every time she brought it up, her mama would get distant and shut down. RJ asks, so, your mama has no way told you any information about your pater? Luna replies, no, just that I was made from love. RJ thinks it must be someone who made a big impact on her mama. When you do the calculation from when your mama and Bill met at this music jubilee over 20 times agone, and the fact that they haven't forgotten each other. It just got me allowing I doan't want to sound crazy and I doan't want you to pay out, but with how old you're and how long ago they both met at the music jubilee, when they were connecting their Luna gops, oh my god. Are you saying what I suppose you re-saying? RJ asks, what if it's true, Luna? What if Bill Spencer is your father?